Hello everyone, here I would like to start the discussion on magnetic circuits, a review of magnetic circuits, that is module 1. So here I am going to start the discussion on module 1. So here the topic is conducting materials. So this is the first topic. Here I would like to start with this topic. So conducting materials, this is the one of the types of electrical materials. So what are the electrical materials? First one is conducting material. Second one is magnetic materials. Third one is insulating materials. So these three are the types of electrical materials. Those are nothing but conducting materials, magnetic materials, insulating materials. So first I would like to discuss the concept of conducting materials. What are the materials which are comes under conducting materials and what are the properties? Okay, let's discuss conducting materials. So what is conducting material? The materials which carries the current through the winding, right? The materials which carries the current. So we are talking with respect to a machine, right? So the definition is nothing but the materials which carries the current to the electrical machine is called conducting materials. The materials which carries the current to the electrical machine are called as conducting materials. Then what are the purposes? The main purpose for having conducting material is what? Conducting materials are used means which carries the current to the electrical machine means what? Conducting materials are used for the purpose of winding in a machine. The main purpose for having this conducting metals is nothing but what is the main purpose? Which can carries the current. So the material is nothing but conducting material, right? The main purpose is what? We are having the conducting material for what? For winding purpose in a machine. So this is the main purpose. What is the purpose of winding? Purpose of conducting material? To provide conducting path to the machine. How we can provide the conducting path? By providing a winding. So what is the winding material? That material is nothing but conducting material, right? So based on that, we have two types of conducting materials. Those are nothing but high conducting material and second one is low conducting material. Means what? High conducting material and low conducting material. On what basis we have to tell? Means it is having the ability to carry more current, right? It is having the ability to carry more current to the machine is nothing but high conducting material. Like that, what is low conducting material? It is having the ability to carry low current. Means what? What about the resistivity? Means low resistivity material, right? The metal which is having more current is nothing but what? Which is having low resistivity. Like that, the material which is having low conductivity means what? High resistivity. High resistivity material. Then what are the examples of this high conducting material as well as the low conducting materials? What are the examples? Copper, aluminum, silver, gold. Like that, what are the examples of these low conducting materials? Tungsten, carbon, manganese, etc. So simply, these high conductivity materials are used for what? Winding purpose, right? These low conductivity materials are used for heating elements. They can be used as heating elements. So what is conducting materials? Which can carry the current to the machine. We are dealing with respect to machines, right? That's why here I am providing the term machine, okay? Or you can use as a device which can carry the current to the device is nothing but conducting material. Means what? The conducting materials are used for the purpose of winding in a machine. So how many types of conducting materials we have? Those are nothing but high conducting material as well as low conducting material. So what is high conducting material? It is having the ability to carry more current. Like that, low resistivity material, right? Like that, high resistivity material is nothing but what? The metal is having low value of current. So these are the examples of high conductive materials. Those are nothing but copper, aluminum, silver, gold. Like that, for low conductive material, what are the examples? Tungsten, carbon, manganese, etc. Now we have to discuss the properties of high conducting materials. On what basis we have to choose this high conductive materials is nothing but properties. So first one is highest possible conductivity over, right? Based on this we can choose this material like that. Less temperature coefficient of resistance, less temperature coefficient of resistance like that. And third one is adequate mechanical strength, and next one is adequate resistance to corrosion, and next one is good weldability and solderability. So these are the main properties of high conducting materials. Okay, now I would like to explain the most important conducting material, that is copper. Copper. So why we need this copper? For winding purpose, right? Because what is the reason? What is the reason? Because the conductivity of copper is more than conductivity of aluminum, but the conductivity of copper is very less compared to conductivity of silver and gold. You can write that point. The conductivity of gold, silver, conductivity of copper is more than conductivity of aluminum. But why we are not using this gold and silver for conducting purpose? Because these two are more costlier than copper and aluminum. That's why we can use copper or aluminum. Based on the application we can use copper or aluminum, but compared to conductivity, the conductivity of copper is more than aluminum. That's why we can choose copper is the best material for winding purpose. If we don't have the availability of copper, obviously we can go for aluminum. Only in that case only we can choose aluminum, otherwise you should go for copper. Okay, you can write that point. Compared to gold and silver, it costs very low and compared to aluminum, the conductivity is more. Is more. That's why we can use for winding purpose. Then how we can use? Next point is copper is resistant to oxidation. Compared to aluminum, copper is more resistant to oxidation, and hard drawn copper wires are used in electrical machines because their mechanical strength is more. So these are the main properties of copper. Why we need this copper? For winding purpose. So you can observe here, this is nothing but copper wire, right? This is nothing but copper wire. So in this slot, so this is nothing, skewed armature. This is skewed armature. So in this, these are nothing but slots. So in these slots we have to provide the winding. So this is nothing but armature, this is nothing but winding. So this winding is nothing but armature winding. So we are providing the copper winding in these slots. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like that. So we have n number of slots. In that n number of slots we have to provide the copper winding. Why we need this winding? In order to carry the current towards the machine. So because of this winding we are having a current. Because of the current the machine starts rotates. This is the basic mechanism. Okay, why we need this high conducting material? For winding purpose. So first material that we go for winding purpose is nothing but copper. Next material is nothing but aluminum. Aluminum. Then so aluminum cannot be drawn into thin wires, but if we go with copper wires we are dealing with thin wires, but coming to aluminum we are not go for thin wires. Instead of thin wires we can go for thin sheets. Aluminum cannot be drawn into thin wires, but it can be used to form thin sheets. Let's discuss the comparisons between aluminum and copper. First, the cost of copper is more compared to cost of aluminum. Like that, cross sectional area. Cross sectional area of copper is very less compared to cross sectional area of aluminum. So next, diameter. The diameter of copper is always less than diameter of aluminum. That's why we are having less cross sectional area compared to aluminum. Next, volume. Volume of copper is much more volume of aluminum. Like that, weight of copper is more than weight of aluminum. These are the main differences between copper and aluminum. So they are not formed into thin wires, they can form only in the form of thin sheets. These are nothing but thin sheets. Okay, this is about second type of material, that is aluminum. So next one is carbon. So this is for low conducting material, that is for heating element. We can use carbon as heating element. Of course it can carry the current, but we can use it for low conductivity purpose. This material is made from graphite and other form of carbon. Most of the carbon forms, or we can go with graphite. What about conductivity? The conductivity of carbon is very less compared to copper and aluminum. But if we go with copper and aluminum, those two material surface is very hard. But coming to carbon, but its surface is smoother. So it is used to make brushes in an electrical machine, because we are providing carbon brushes beside of the commutator of DC machine. So because of this smoother surface, we cannot get any sparks. That's why we are having sparking less commutation in DC machine. We can discuss in detail why we are using this carbon brushes in DC machine, don't worry. Next point is carbon brushes are graphited or heat treated. Those carbon brushes are graphited or heat treated to increase conductivity and reduce hardness. So first conducting material is nothing but copper, followed by aluminum, and then carbon. So these are the carbon brushes. These are the carbon brushes. Why we choose high conducting materials? To provide the winding. For winding purpose only we can go for high conducting materials. These are the examples for conducting materials. What are those examples? Copper, aluminum and carbon. Next we will discuss magnetic materials. Thank you.